Hi, this is Jenny Oya with Nuggets and Things. Today, we want to talk about just be the story that you want other people to read. You be the story. So many times we're trying to be somebody else's story. They got their own story they need to write. You be your story. That when people look at your life, when they talk about you, how they view you, how they see you, is what you want them to write about you. Because every day you are making your own history. Every day you're writing a story about yourself. Somebody's watching your life. Somebody is admiring you. Some people may be judging you. Some people may be suspecting you. Some may be even, envying you. But somebody is watching you. It could be different people. You walk into a grocery store, somebody is watching you. What's that? Michael Jackson said, I kind of feel like somebody's watching me. And it's true. Somebody's always watching you. But let them watch you seeing you doing some good things, watching you accomplish life, not seeing you, always down, depressed, feeling like, you can't make it. All that complaining, who's it helping? Who's getting anything out of that complaint? Be someone that somebody admires. Be your own role model. You lift your own self up. Tell your own self you can do it. When I was viewing yesterday, I was out doing my walking, and I thought about how so many people go through life trying to be somebody else. When we were young, we had this thing that we tried to please. We tried to please and appease different ones. We tried to dress, like the fashion was. Wherever the fashion was, we wanted to dress like that because we didn't want to be singled out as being different. We didn't want to be looked upon as, we could not keep up with the latest styles, the latest hairdos. Fashion was everything. So we always tried to, make sure we was in the in crowd. But when you are a child, you just do like children do. But when you become mature, when you realize that it doesn't matter what people think about you, it's how you see you, how you view you, and what you want to leave upon this world. How you want to be, be able to write your own, story. You want to inscript your name, how you want to apply your signature on how you came into this world. What kind of imprint did you leave? You should have a good one. People should look at you and say, oh gosh, I'm so glad I met you. I wish I had you. You're just awesome. You make my world so much brighter. Those things, it's not about you raising your roof. It's about the fact that you're writing a story that somebody wants to be included in. Isn't it awesome? That somebody wants to be a part of your story because your story looks so good. It's not a once upon a time, but it's this time, this place, and this reason that I am here. And I'm moving, shaking, and baking because I know that I got great things applied in my life. There are so many things that are destined for me because I am one of those folks. Tell yourself that. I'm just one of those folks. But I am here to make a difference, to make a change, to apply a whole lot of light. And light is just being able to open up some windows. One thing I do when I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is to turn those blinds. I open my windows. I want the light to shine in. I want to get a glimpse of that light. I want to be able to know that my home that used to look a little bit dark has got some brightness in it now because I've opened up those blinds. Every day, you are your landlord. You own the mortgage of your home. And your home is your total being, all that belongs to you. You own that. And what you do with it, how you, take care of it, when you know there's something that's breaking down, you don't just ignore it. You're not supposed to. You want to correct it, repair it, or replace it. Sometimes in our life, we know there are things that has broken down. There are things that, just outdated. Sometimes our thoughts are outdated. The things we used to believe when we were younger, we found out we got older, it wasn't even true. And now you got to change those things. You own this. You own this. Be a great story and be the one who takes good care of what you've been given. This being, this house. Take care of it. Sometimes those windows need to be clean. Those eyes, they need to be clean so you can see better. so you can see exactly what's coming at you. So you can see those that are around you. So you can see how to adjust yourself, with everything that you've been placed with. Everything has a reason. Those doors, some doors you got locked up. Keep those doors locked. There's some things you don't need to expose. There's some things you don't need to tell. There's some things they don't need to know. But some of the doors you got to open to let somebody in. Let them know, hey, I've been where you've been and I came out okay. I got a few bruises, a few scars, but I made it. And I'm here to tell you can make it too. I used to go to AA meetings, I think it's called. And I was going to those meetings not because I needed it, but because the person who I love was, in need of those meetings, and I was part of their support. So I was going to the meetings, but I learned a lot of things in those meetings. I wasn't dealing with, an addiction, but I was dealing with someone who had an addiction. And I need to understand what happened, how did they get there? How do you change that? And in just being in those meetings, I learned a lot of things. And I applied them in my life because it worked one day at a time. Do not worry about something that you cannot do anything about. You sit back and trying to figure out how you're going to take care of something that you know you can't take care of. And it worries you, it stresses you, and it's no good for you. I was looking and I said, I think I saw this show today about, things you put inside your body. This house. Sometimes, that house starts to breaking down. You look at your house, the roof needs some new shingles. The driveway starting to crack. You look at different things, you say, I need to take care of this and take care of that. The lights are blinking and, starting to blink inside your bedroom. So saying, time for another bulb. Something is going on. And so when those blinkers go off, those flashes go off in your life, and we got flashes, right? They flash, tell you that something is not right. Something is falling apart. So how can I take better care of me? So I'm always trying to get hints and tips and understanding of how to take better care of me, how to eat better. I think I eat good, but I can always do better. I think I do good. I walk, basically every day. And, when I'm out walking, I'm riding my bike. I'm trying to stay active, and that's good, but I can always do better. Everything I do, I realize you can always do better. Never get to a place that you become comfortable and think it's all you have to do, because it's always something you can do to make your life better. I meet people all the time, just going through this world, kind of nonchalant. And I say, look, first of all, nobody owes you anything. So don't walk through here thinking people owe you something, that you're entitled to something because you're here. You got to earn that. You come in here and you have to earn that place. You earn the position. Go ahead and earn that promotion, Go on a job. You don't go on that job and sit back and say, yeah, they need to give me. You need to show them that you're worth this. You walk in that job and you do your thing. And when they watch you doing your thing, you make it look like it's easy. They be like, how's she doing that? And guess what? They'll promote you. They'll find another thing for you because they see you do it so well. But look, since you're doing this, can you do that too? Oh, sure I can. But I know you get ready to talk about some more pay, because I ain't doing that, and you're not going to, if you're going to elevate me, you're going to elevate me. Everything needs to elevate, not just my name status, but so does my pay. I need to be elevated all around the board, because you're not going to run a monopoly on me and have me doing this, and this because I qualify for it, and you're not going to pay me for it. That is not going to happen. See, like that story about me. That girl would not let you go. She would not let you put her in a position and not get paid. She surely is not, because it's something called wisdom. And we possess that. Get yourself in a place that you understand what's going on around you. And now they're trying to use it for their advantage. Use it for yours too. Because you know things. You know things. And you're going to work off of what you know because you have the ability to do a whole lot of things. You may be just doing, the mediocre, but you know you're extraordinary. You know you got some stuff that people ain't even seen yet. I like it when people kind of open up and start showing you things like, wow, you can do that? I didn't know you telling me all this time you've been around me, I love it. And they start, because then they feel like they feel comfortable enough around you, they start to, flourish right in front of you. And they'll peel back different pieces of themselves to show you, I feel good enough around, I feel safe around you. I feel like I can share this with you and you will value it. You're not going to mistreat it. You're not going to try to use it. Because so many times, you meet people who always try to use you for what they know you can do. You know, they think sometimes, can you do this for me? I said, I can. Sure, I can do that. Will you? I can do it, but I ain't. No, because I see your alternative motives. I really see what you're trying to do, and that ain't gonna work for me. You'll never use me to hurt somebody else. You're not going to use me to try to belittle someone else, and you definitely won't use me to try to trick someone else. And if that's what you're trying to do by using my skills, using my abilities, my trade, whatever it may be, that's not going to work. Because when you write my story, and if you write the truth about my story, because see, somebody can always tell a lie about you. And I said, that's cool too. If you want to believe a lie, it's cool too. But when you write my story, I want to make sure that you put those dots where it's supposed to be, them T's gonna be crossed, and everything you need to say about me, let it be the truth. It'll be enough. I'll be enough if you just tell the truth. Trust me, it'll be enough. Don't think well, it just don't seem like it's enough. It don't have enough boom to it. If you talk about me, it's gonna have some boom. Well, it's like it's not a lot of clarity. You talk about me, it's gonna be clear, because I speak clear. I'm gonna be clear about what I said, because I'm gonna mean it. And if I tell you I love you, ooh, I love you. If I tell you I don't fool with you, you already know I don't fool with you, because you're messy and you're petty and you can't be trusted. You got all those things about you that tells me back up and stay away. And I'm going to do that. Because there's a story being written. And there's a story being written about you. They're going to talk about you. So you make your story the best you know how. Because when they go, because let me tell you something, we all make mistakes. We all do wrong. And there's always somebody who's willing and ready to go back and pull up some dirt about something that you did. And I tell people this too, look, hey, there's some stuff I did I wish I had not done. There's some places I've been I wish I never been. There's some people I met I wish I never met. But hey, it happened. And if that's what you need to make this story juicy for somebody, honey, go at it. I'm not going to deny it didn't happen. It doesn't matter. Because what happened after that is what should matter. Yeah. I did jump in the river. Couldn't swim. That was me. But you want to talk about when I was 8 years old and jumped in the river and almost drowned? Talk about that. It's okay. Somebody might even have a laugh from it. It don't matter. I survived it, honey. Somehow or another, I jumped through the water. But I comes out. You see me, don't you? And look, my crazy self, I didn't even realize till I got older that river, that was deeper than a lot of oceans could have been in some spots. And I'm swinging through there like we watch some Tarzan movie. You can swing through those little vines. Crazy stuff you did when you were young. You just did it. Catching snakes. You don't even know what kind of snake you done caught. You grabbing snakes. You'll never see me doing it today. But silly stuff you did when you were young. People you done gotten entangled with when you were younger. You wouldn't even give them a second glance today because you got wiser. You got smarter, and you can see clear because you don't wipe them all the windows. I can see now. I see you for who you are, and I see you for what you are. Good, bad, or indifferent, I see you. And I got to keep my windows clean so I can see good. I got a welcome mat at my door. And it's for everybody who's been welcomed. That's why people don't just drive up on me. They don't just drive up and say, hey, I was in the neighborhood. I'm glad you came to the neighborhood. But now you don't do no pop-up visits on me. I don't do pop-ups. My children, I got one who pop up on me. But my children don't even pop up on me. They tell me, your mama, I'm thinking about coming by tomorrow, you're gonna be home. That's a way of, let me know they're coming by. Not that I'm doing something, but sometimes I don't feel like people. Y'all pray for me. But anyway, that's how I live. But that's for me. It makes me comfortable. It makes me happy. It makes me be able to do the things that I do. And I couldn't do that if I was trying to be in somebody else's skin. I don't want to be nobody else. I don't have the dream. I don't care how popular somebody is. And I have a lot of people who I admire. I can drop some names. I tell you, Patti LaBelle, Natalie Cole. I love Natalie Cole. Different people, I just admire them. Taraji. I just admire people. But I don't want to be them. I love being me. And somebody look at me and say, "What's your ugly self?" I was, "Ooh, that's your opinion." You have a right to your opinion, Because somebody look at you and call you all kinds of names. That is their opinion. But what do you think about you? How do you view you? How do you see yourself? That's what matters. I know my imperfections inside and out. You might see the superficial, but I got some stuff that I'm scrubbing on. I'm pushing on. I'm trying to get, how can I get rid of this? I'm working on that. So if you don't see it, it's good. If you do see it, I'm working on it. But I'm still writing a story for somebody else to be able to view one day and say, hey, she did that though. She did it. She didn't give up. She didn't fight against what was coming. She stood her place, and there she is. She wrote her own history book. Be that person. Be somebody you can be proud of, and be somebody can be proud of you when they read your story. It's an awesome day. Let your light so shine. Be powerful. Be an awesome, awesome soul in this world. I want you to shine like you never shined before. Just shine. And don't let nobody ever tell you what you can't do. You can do anything you want to. You can forgive those that you think that you could no longer forgive. Forgive them. It's not for them. It's for you. Forgive them and let them go. See, because I forgave you don't mean I need to bring you in my world. I just forgave you so I can be free. That's it. Forgive them. If they're taunting you, let them go. If they're trying to bother you, just don't allow them to keep all that energy. Be a better person. Be the bigger person. Get your life and make it shine. Make it great. This is Jenny Oya with Nuggets and Things. You have an awesome and a very powerful day. Bless.